As you are working with description and that first element of cubing, you're really going to be looking at how you are developing your vocabulary. And your inquiry is going to give you a lot of digital resources and ways that you can learn more and flood yourself with the way other people talk about these issues. It also helps you be expressive in terms of connotation and denotation. And you're going to find lots of words that have definitions that are associated with your concept, but you're also going to look at words that have a connotation or a feeling associated with those words. And it becomes a place where you begin to describe it by collecting words. Now, whenever I started looking into this, um, that first article that we looked at, um, I realized that there were words I could probably um, collect from a recipe, and I could look into here and look at videos of what it looks like as it's being done that would help me describe how that butter is kind of like collapsing into this caramel sauce and maybe how the bubbles are coming up through there. That would be a way that I could begin to describe what's happening there. And I like this right here, deeply golden color that resembles a copper penny. You remember that I had collected that? And so those words and phrases that others have used also are going to help me express and explain what that needs to look like and sound like. I also found one right here is the chemistry. I have chewy. I kind of like that, so I'm going to capture that word and put that in how I'm going to describe it. Let's see, are there any other? Let's see. Let's continuing looking down here. It tells how simpler sugars, glucose and fructose. I like that right there. So I'm going to add that into what I'm looking at. How does it become creamy? Let's see, heavy, creamy. Did I use that word? Oh, and I love this. It always bubbles up. Yeah, that's going to be fun to use. There it is, nice and silky texture to, well, toffee. Kind of like that. So I'm going to capture those words and phrases inside of here. Now, as I was researching, I also looked at, I found this wonderful article that had some really neat words in there. Um, it said that they were doing some work on researching, actually, it was like a scientific study, and it says aromatic caramels. So it's looking at the smell. So I'm going to capture that in here. And there were some really interesting words in here that I really enjoyed. Let's see, it was really down in here. I like this aroma compounds. So I'll capture that, put that in there. And it says that they're related to the cooking properties. And so the way it was cooked changed the way it smelled. And so then they looked at sweet like descriptors, cooked syrup, fruity, honey, to burnt sugar descriptors, strong, pungent, and roasted. I like those. Those are powerful words that I can add in there. And I love these empryeumatic notes. I have never heard that word, but I like it. You know that I like those multisyllabic words that I've never heard before. I might need that in a poem or a description inside of there. And so those are going to be some fun ideas that I can include in looking at what those are described as. Um, Remember, I collected some words right here from before that are going to be powerful. I'm just going to close these out so I can remember what I've covered with you and what I have not. I've looked at the chemical compounds and reactions that are in there and just doing kind of a quick research about how do other people talk about these words and these ideas. So, what I'd like for you to do now is I want you to go through and do a little bit of research. How do other people talk about the idea or concept that you've chosen to write about? And share your words in here so we can learn more of them too.